Hello and welcome to today's session. So today we're going to be looking at prime factors, highest common factors and lowest common multiples. So what we're going to be looking at more specifically is multiples, factors, prime numbers, prime factors, highest common factors, lowest common multiple, and then we'd be putting those questions into context. So the first thing that we want to look at is what is a multiple. So multiples are values in that numbers times table. So for example, we've got the number 7. So that's basically just the 7 times tables. So 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, etc, etc. And the same goes for the 8 times tables. So what is a factor and what is an integer? So first of all, a factor is an integer. An integer is just a whole number, so not a decimal. So an integer is not 3.2, an integer is 3, the whole number. So a factor is an integer or whole number that will divide exactly into another. So what we mean by that is if we take the number 42, we should be able to find all the numbers that multiply together to make 42. So the first one that we've got is 1 and 42. Another one that we've got with that is a number 2 and 21. And then we think to ourselves, is it in the 3 times tables? What would we multiply by 3 to get 42? So that would be 14. So 3 times 14 makes 42. And then we continue, is 42 in the 4 times tables? Well, no, it's not. Can it be in the 5 times tables? No. Is it in the 6s? Yes. So what do we need to times 6 by to get 42? Well, that would be 7. So 6 times 7 makes 42. Now, if you look at the top here, the numbers are ascending. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 6. And on the bottom, they're going from smallest to biggest, so 7, 14, 21, 42. So we can stop our search when these two numbers are close together. So that's because there's no number between 6 and 7, then we know that we're done. So we can do the same for 45. So we put 45 in this table here. So the first thing we always want to do is want to start with 1. So what do we multiply 1 by to get 45? 1 and 45. Then what's next? It's not in the 2 times tables because it's not even. Then is it in the 3 times tables? Yes, it is. What do we have to times by 3 to get to 45? That would be 15. So now we keep going between 3 and 15 until we're done. So it's not in the 4 times tables. Is it in the 5 times tables? Yeah. What do you need to times by 5? 9. Now we need to look between numbers 5 and 9. So we know that 45 isn't in the 6s times tables, it's not in the 7s, it's not in the 8s. So we're done there. So these are the factors of 45.